Yo yo, how's it going people? Bulby here and I'm back with some more Greedfall. I am going to be doing a few side quests. I'm just checking out the quality of the stream because I have HDR on and it's looking like there's a lot of miscoloured tones going on in the stream, so I'll have to turn HDR off. Where are we? Sound screen. Let's see if that changes it any. That looks a little bit better. Yeah, anyway, I'll be doing some side quests and possibly story. I'm just in the middle of one at the minute. Currently doing... What are we doing? A Blood Prince, which is almost at its end. So let's crack on and do this.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated it was arrested and will be banished.
Yes, those you freed told me. From now on, you are my parents, my friend. You knew how to renew my trust in your clan. Just as trees grow back after being cut.
Thank you, Donkus. I am honored. Will you give us the old man now?
If you allow it, I would like to punish him myself. Enough blood has been spilled, and he will only call for more of it. Since he loved the forest to the point of killing for it, he will be sentenced to heal it. Every day he will replant what your men will cut down. Every day until the end of his life. Does this punishment seem acceptable to you?
If I explain to Sir de Cossillon that the man was sentenced to forced labor, I suppose he will approve. Thank you, Donkus. It is a wise sentence.
Is there anything else?
I must leave.
Nope.
Goodbye, Donkus.
Wa awalam say.
Alam seg to you as well. Right. We leveled up. Yes, we have. And I can't do jack shit because I need 2, so that's fucked. Alright, what's next? Trouble in Eden. Where is that going to take me? Alright, we've got a story mission and a side quest in this area. Find the Scholars Expedition camp. Ah, yeah, that was part of it. Hey? Damn it, I need more mental power. So I actually need to... Alright, okay. Need to exit the map. It must be a new area I've not found. I have to exit the map in a specific way to find that area, by the looks of it. But I just want to explore this bit of the map first. How have I not explored all this map yet?
Protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Here then left. What is in that middle bit then? Let's just go and see if we can explore that bit.
Battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies. Protect me in this battle.
You little shit. Sit down. Oh, what the fuck happened to the camera then? Now we get to that bit in the middle. Gloomy lair. Maybe through there, God knows. We'll leave that for now. Seriously, you're gonna get stuck on every branch. Oh, we've got a notice board over here.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Here we have a rather strange group. Do you come from the continent? Do you have any news to discuss? I wonder how things are going on the island. At San Mateos in particular.
Right, something north of the river.
The enlightened protect me in this battle. May the shadowing guide our enemies.
You're kidding me. Why is it whenever I stream this game it just glitchy shit? Just state that. Oh, I've already been up here. Fair enough. Yeah, so that's what it opened. Okay. Let's go. New area to explore. Terror Bob. Oh my god. Let's start exploring this place. What's that one? Let's explore here first.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle! May the fire engulf our enemies! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Oh, we have a rune up there, and I can unlock the spell. Might as well get that first.
Protect me in this battle!
How on earth did we get to that? Oh, there we go. Yeah, baby. Oh, it needs 3 points. Are you kidding me? Fuck. Thought it needed 2. Swear it said 2. Never mind. Oh, these shady folks.
Ah, you are from the continent, are you not? You are different than the people from here.
Delighted to see you again, Sister Ephesian.
Father Petrus, is that really you? What are you doing here?
Merely a courtesy call.
How might I help you?
How has your mission fared up until now, sister?
Not very well, I'm afraid. I haven't been able to get much from these villagers. Their chief and their priest are evasive when questioned. As for the other natives, their behavior can be quite odd. They'll spend hours just staring into the void. But as soon as I come close, they chase me away. They frighten me, I must admit. There is a heavy veil of evil here. I feel it, but I'm not able to find from whence it comes. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you. Anything else?
Have you been here for a long time?
Since the beginning of my investigation. A few weeks, perhaps, although it feels like months. I'm not particularly fond of the wild, and I find this place unsettling.
I see.
Anything else?
That will be all, Sister Ephesia. Thank you.
Okay. Okay then. So that's part of the main quest. Down there, I'm guessing this is a camp. Do we have a camp? Yes, we have a camp. In fact, 1 minute. Okay. God damn it. Convenient branch blocking the path. Must be a story mission up there. Probably something to do with that group of people I've got to go and speak to. What I just updated the quest about. Oh, it's got a question mark over there. Let's go that way. Holy shit. Oh, little bastard. Some of that. Oh, that was a good find. Holy shit. Ruby and obsidian. Nice. May as well take that.
Protect me in this battle!
Consecrated ring. Okay. Really, that requires a level 3? We can get some at that. Oh my god. Fair enough. Hey, there's a boss boy.
Protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Nice, some more obsidian. There's a lot of priest robes around here. Sell them on. Another consecrated ring. Nay bother, we can sell them. Holy shit, what the fuck is that thing? Oh, that's not good. Down 50 foot that.
Maybe anyone can protect me in this battle.
Awesome. Are we done in this area? Oh, there's a little bridge or something here. What's all that about? There's two different ways to it. We'll take the most northern route. I feel like I want to run into a mini boss or something down here. Very odd little place. No doubt something will happen in this area later. My only little gripe about this game is that you come to a lot of places that don't activate until a quest.
An astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the Suns. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is find Father Justinius.
A nice looking little place. And never returned. If any of you would find Bully, please do grey frames of the nice Traveller's great. I bet that's one of these fucking areas I've just been. Let's have a look. Which road is that going to be then? Built a N.E.S north of Eden, because you follow the road to the northeast or go into the bush. Oh, okay. It's gonna be one of these north of Eden, so yeah, that'll be that. No idea where that grave thing's gonna be, but yeah, the fuck we got here? Where did these come from? Holy shit. Oh, these went here a minute ago. Having a nice sleep, are we? These aren't easy. Where the fucking hell's... Oh my god, he's stuck. Seriously, every time I fucking stream this game, there's glitches that I never come across. Like, where is he? Oh, fuck him. I can get lost. One more nest somewhere. Definitely nothing along here. Try sleeping, see if it... Oh, welcome back, Knobhead. None of these had a coin purse on them, did they? Surely the other nest must be near the first one. Somewhere. Unless it's that way. Could be that way. In fact, we'll go down there. Ah, we have a nest. Awesome! Ow. Shut up. Gun does fuck all damage to these fucking heavy armoured things. Oh shit, where the hell was that nest? There we go. What the fuck? I'll just put 2 down. Alright, next is that kid's body somewhere. It's gonna be the end of one of these dead ends somewhere. Fuck it, we'll search for that later. Sure, I'll stumble upon it.
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our supervisor.
Yeah, you look like you're really busy, mate.
I'm sorry. I don't have time to talk.
No? Why, are you too busy looking at the rocks, or...? Okay. Well, when a quest pops up later and you need me to talk to you, I might not want to, so fuck you, bitch. Oh, wait. Go in there. Missionary's office. Nothing to steal, no. Fuck you then. Well, this is a boring village. Nothing to steal, no one to talk to. Bar this fucking guy. There is nobody here, you fucking retard. Fucking hell, texting me, come on. I don't understand this at all. Doesn't say any particular time of day. Once again, when I'm streaming, something seems dodgy. I've searched this up because I can't be arsed trying to fucking work this out. And talk to Father N.E.S. Okay. So he should just be there, but he's not. I don't understand this. Fuck knows what's happened here, but he's not here. I have no clue as to what's happened there. Maybe I'll just sleep, save and reload. So let's just have a go at that. Seems like he's disappeared. According to online, there's no bug or anything involving him. Typically I've found one. Fuck me. Just reload the game. Tear Dob. Let's go and have another look. If he's not there, we'll fucking move on. Oh, there he is. Where the fuck was you then? What the fuck? Now the guy behind him disappears. What the fuck is going off?
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. De Sardet. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do for you?
Stolen tablets? They have tablets in this day and age?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to
Yes.
find them at all costs.
Kids
If you
go
want to learn more
wild.
about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worshipped by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
Okay.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
I wonder how my people could accept the priest settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
Probably not. Right. Oh look, it's the bitch who don't want to talk. Suddenly she must have something to say to me. Not too
Hello.
busy now.
The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
Duck, you've been sat there for like a whole day while stood there.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Okay.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas, I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Maybe, maybe, maybe.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Mateus later. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to, but I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine that someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
I am the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the writings, and then I stayed.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of St. Mateus. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful.
Bye-bye.
I will let you work.
Yeah, so you get back to your standing around. Who's this fool?
Do you have any ideas about who stole the tablet?
Some of the village savages helped us during the search. Perhaps they are behind all of this. There was a particular woman who seemed to want us to be there. I don't remember her name, though.
Another knob who didn't want to talk to me.
Greetings. Desade. I'm handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets. Sister Eugenia told me to talk to you.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning, and the lock was intact.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we could make out of them.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here, and the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter, anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove St. Mateus lived here, Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say such things. Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there were still some pagan natives in the village. I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, hoping to study some new texts. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean by that?
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here, but my superior is Bishop Domitius. Our mission is to banish pagan cults and convert the entire population to the light. The island belongs to Saint Matthias, and therefore to Ptolemy, since the god of light offered it to our founder.
If your superior's Domitius, you are a member of the Ordo Luminis. I did not expect to find one of its members side by side with the missionaries. They usually do not get along.
The Order goes everywhere the light needs to be revealed.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt everyone accepts it. How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. Goodbye.
Ah. Interesting. Let's go and talk to old Dickface again.
Father.
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence left.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stayed are on the path of enlightenment. Some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthias. That helped to convince them.
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent them missionaries. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedlug, a highly violent village of heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
Tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vixenagad, which translates to the village of the old sage. We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of Saint Matthias, and everything here fit the description of Saint Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in the scriptures.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
There are no Onol-Manawi and no warriors here either. Did they all leave?
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. I have no doubt that one day we will manage to convince your kind to convert. But, in the meantime, we must settle for the miracle of great coexistence that this place already represents. Nobody thought we could live side by side with your people. And yet...
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the Enlightened always keep you in their
This guy
divine
seems
blessing.
like a shady fucker. Just go and raid the residence. Why not?
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello. De Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onol Manawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I have heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Thélème and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them. They were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries.
Violent?
So we let them talk. And now
Love the way
that
they
they
talk.
think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
Violently.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried
Like
to
a cross
retake
between
the
South
village.
African and
They
Irish.
even asked Deirdre,
Like a
the
mix
chief
of both.
Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course.
Died.
And the Voshtirent. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men. Perhaps wiser than they are.
I have to go.
Like so many others.
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
Had they been wiser and accepted their new neighbors, they'd never have been forced to leave.
Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur.
That it is. 1 minute. Mr. Lukey Boy's asking to join. Let's get Lukey Boy in here. Mr. Scene!
Smith!
How's it going?
It could be better.
Just be warned, I'm on streaming at the minute.
That's alright. I don't really care who fucking is it. Senna's been fucking texting another bloke, offering to fuck him. Found out last night, so fucking finished with him, mate.
What?
Really fucking... Yeah, fucking... Because we use the same phone, and I fucking noticed on the messenger this James Gittins, and that was someone that she used to shag. Because me and Phil, he's got a landscaping company around it. So me and Phil were in competition with him, so I spoke about him once, and she said, oh yeah, I lost my virginity to James, like fucking... Him saying, oh, how are you, mate? Fancy meeting me or coming round or some shit like that. Started scrolling back, and only a couple of months ago, I think it was April or June, one or the other, she'd messaged him saying, when are you going to pop round? It's been ages since you've come round and fucked me. Which we were together back then. We've been together since February time, do you know what I mean? So I've just fucking... I'm not even angry, mate. I'm fucking gutted, do you know what I mean? Fucking stupid cunt I am.
And what she said, mate, in defence?
Well, yes, she's dead. She would never have gone through with it or actually met him. Yeah, I'll send you the screenshot.
Do you not think it was because it was like early days and she didn't know what was going on with her? Like
No. She was messaging him not yesterday, day after we come back off holiday, because I split up with her when we come back off holiday. I said I've had enough of this bullshit, and that night she was messaging him. Emphasised why I seen this fresh message from Dave Gittins.
Fucking hell, mate. That's a bit extreme, innit?
Just a little bit. Message she's put back here says, nothing happened, babe. I'll just send you, it's much easier. But you can just tell straight away, it's just like, nah, I'm not staying in that shit, mate, do you know what I mean? Fuck that off. She's admitted to it and that, but I'm not living with the fear of her cheating on me. And every time I see that Dave, or now I'm paranoid about her phone and who she's texting and things like that, do you know what I mean? It's like, I'd never put you in that situation, but you put me in that situation, and I'm not fucking staying around for it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, well, sorry to hear about that, mate. Just after we've come back off at fucking holiday, you know.
One of them, innit? One of them. Woo! So... Sausage and mash for tea, though.
Well, on the good bit of news, we're coming down.
Yeah, 28th of December, did you say?
Yeah, we're stopping for 2 nights.
Do you know where you're stopping? What's your hotel?
It's like 3 miles away from Bridgenorth because the Falcon and everything was fucking all packed, mate, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, it had a few. There was one, another one in town that was available, but it had a. I don't know. It was a bit weird. It was we obviously we searched for 3, 2 adults and a kid, but for some reason the only rooms they could offer us were one double room and then a single room that was separate. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, why would you want a kid sleeping separate?
Oh, you would you?
No. So yeah, we've had to look at this other one, and I can't remember what it's called now, but let me see if you recognise it. I'll try and send you the picture. Oh, it's called the Old Vicarage Hotel.
The Old Vicarage. The Old Vicarage rings a bell. Can't think where it is though. Is it a pub or is it an actual, like a holiday kind of let place?
It's like it looks like a fancy restaurant, to be honest, mate. The old Vicarage Hotel and something. It's and resort. I don't know if it's. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something else.
It rings a bell. I'll probably recognise it as soon as you show me. It'll be like, oh yeah, that's just down the fucking there. Like, drove past it 1,000 times and not clicked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll try and send it on PlayStation now. 1 sec. That's what it looks like. I don't know if you'll recognise it from that picture, but yeah.
Look. There we go, little puss.
I've got some food on the way in a minute.
Ooh la la. Message. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, very nice. That's proper, that is, Ollie. That's the kind of places where I've worked up in Scotland and stuff. That's like a small fucking high-end fucking. I bet you have 3 and 5 course meals in there, mate. Like £200 a fucking pop, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd eat there, Ollie. Just by the looks of those photos there, mate, and that restaurant, how it's set up, I would strongly fucking recommend eating there, bro.
Well, we will be stopping there, so that is the plan. I would assume, and you're coming with.
It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
You think that the one who told them is in this village?
Oh yeah, she's booked it, man. So
it could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still.
We'll be down yours at Christmas time.
That'd be fucking sick. I'm just trying to.
I expect at least a minimum of 5 presents off you for Christmas, mate.
Sorry, say that again. I didn't hear that.
I say expect at least a minimum of 5 presents wrapped up for me when I get down to
you. Only 5. I was expecting 10 off you, mate. Double figures all right.
Oh, well, you see, I'm not greedy.
There you go. Sent you that picture and you can read it yourself. She's openly admitted to fucking, you know what I mean? Like, she knows she's messaged him, she fucking said she would never fucking do it. But my whole point is like, she messaged him the day after we got back off holiday and she hadn't spoken to him since last time, which was April, June kind of time. When she
why would you do that just after getting back?
So, just literally the day after you get back off holiday and you message the person that you tell me you fucking hate and he's a fucking dickhead and all of this shit. We don't speak for 1 day and you message someone, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, after you've helped her with fucking Lee and all that shit and then fucking sorting a car out and everything like that.
Yeah, she's just a fucking knobhead, mate. Completely not a fucking knobhead. She's a self-fucking centred cunt, mate, realistically. She's a lazy fucking bastard, that's her problem.
You have returned the honour.
Yeah.
So I haven't gone off my head or anything, there's no point in me going off my head. I just give up with it.
No, you've got better things on the horizon, mate, anyway, so...
Yeah, which she's now lost.
Well,
fuck off.
They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
I can't wait to see her family and that, because when they say what's happened, I'll tell them straight, and I'll fucking do what I mean. She's been fucking texting another bloke, and they'll all be fucking... I wouldn't be surprised, mate, if they just say, fuck off, so no, we don't want nothing to do with you again, mate. They've been on her back for years about Liam trying to sort it out, do you know what I mean? That's why they all like me, because I'm sorting it out, I'm getting her into a better place, and she's just pissed on that completely. I mean, completely not be pissed on it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Since you do not want to talk, I will have to tell the Mother Cardinal to send the Ordo Luminis. The Inquisitors will make you confess the name of the person who helped the exiles.
It's starting to get cold in, isn't it?
He's not really leaving me a choice. Right, let's go back to San Mateus.
Wait! I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If if you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a leader who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her, but things may not be so simple when it comes to her son.
These milestones, along with that, no matter how much we depend on, no matter how much people don't want to do, evidence.
I have to
You try, yes, come on.
Like so many others.
What?
Just looking at the message, mate.
Yeah, it's just I can't live with that kind of paranoia, Ollie. I mean, like, to me, right now, she's probably messaging him. Now, that might be an irrational thought process, yeah, but that thought process wouldn't be there if she hadn't have done this. Do you know what I mean? So to me, it's just get rid of it, innit? You can't fucking live like that, mate. You can't live fucking not trusting the person you're meant to be.
Relationship is fucking, you know, being worried about who she's talking to and shit like that. As soon as they do that to you, especially early on, mate, it's fucking it causes so much problem.
Yeah. It's just not gonna. I can't, like, do you know what I mean? I can't fathom like who she's messaging now or anything. Do you know what I mean? Whether she's deleting messages, 'cause we just use the one phone together. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, to me, it's a nice way of being, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Doing it like that, in a way. But yeah, it's all gone now. So fuck it.
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him, not me. Everything he did to save the village. But I think the mind shakers made him forget what we are. Almost speaks like them now.
React.
I appreciate her being honest. Like, gotta say that, but.
I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of St. Mateus.
Yeah, but...
No,
yeah.
this is not true.
It doesn't change anything, does it? It just doesn't change a thing, does it? Paranoia's set now.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
The only means of alleviating the situation with Ptolemy is to
How
give
silly
the
can you
priests their
be?
tablets back. So if you do not want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best if I could retrieve them discreetly.
Bran and the rest of the exiles are hiding in the woods, beyond the stone circle. If you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left. It is riddled with traps. And please, do not hurt my son.
Oh, it's her son, I see.
What you play?
Greedfall.
Nice.
Doing a bit of streaming of it. I'm gonna finish this quest and then call it a day.
Nice. Where are you getting food? Chinese?
No, I've had something from Kebab.
Ooh, garlic cheesy chips?
Yeah, you know it. I mean, I've been eating Chinese just because it's so fucking obviously easy to eat and stuff when
it is.
gob, but I'm kind of getting fed up of having the same shit from there, so I need something a bit more potent, and I know that the garlic mayo and chips and cheese from here is decent, so.
What else you having? Just garlic chips and cheese, or doner kebab, or what?
Just chips and cheese, mate. Just keeping it simple. Don't want too much. Oh, and a jumbo
How many
sausage.
portions of chips did you have to buy? Surely they don't just deliver like £3 worth of chips, do they?
Well, yeah. I've ordered chips and cheese, an extra portion of grated cheese. I've ordered a jumbo sausage and 2 cans of Coke, so it comes to like £10.
Check out. And an extra portion of cheese. I'm watching that Bob Larza fucking UFO thing again, aren't you?
Good, innit?
He's fucking sick, isn't he?
He is.
They actually fly belly first. You got flies along.
weaves the atmosphere of the planet.
I know
It
that
turns
you're
its
seeking
belly to the
vengeance,
destination.
but the
The three
priests will not be
amplifiers
the only ones
focus
to
on the
suffer the
destination,
consequences of your
and that
actions.
helps.
Your mother helped you, and once
So
they
that's
find out
basically
about
the
it, she
operation
will
of it,
pay the
and
price in
overall
your
how
place.
things relate
Is that what you
into
want?
No.
This is an
She
alien.
only told us which night we could come. They have no right to punish her for this.
I doubt the Ordo Luminous will care. They will need
Don't you
someone
love
to
the
take
narrator
blame,
in that
and
as
she's the
well?
obvious choice.
Yeah, he's good, mate. He is.
It's him out. I swear it's the same guy who narrates in Sin City.
You reckon?
Do you remember the film Sin City? The guy the guy who
amazing film.
Yeah, that I'm sure it's. You listen to the voice of him narrating. It's exactly the same voice as the guy at Sin City. I swear it is. I'm not even. I meant to look it up, but I never looked it up.
I'd be interested to know that.
I forgot
they did do a Sin City 2, didn't they?
Yeah, but it was a failure compared to the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, the first one was like a rolling comic book, wasn't it? It was fucking just unreal.
Yeah, I swear, I forgot what's his name again. He narrates it, and he's an actor in it, isn't he? He plays the guy who saves what's her name, that girl. It's him.
I'm not sure.
I'm sure it's him.
What are you doing here? I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
Don't worry, all is well. I managed to convince him to give me the tablets.
Adloredar, I did not believe my son to be so reasonable. You are giving me hope. I will go see him and tell him to find another clan. A place to welcome him.
Why is it whenever I make mashed potato I make way too fucking much? Yeah, every time.
You do what?
Whenever I make mashed potato I make way too much.
Oh yeah, I always do that.
Like, fucking way too much.
And the guy called, I said, hey, I heard about the raid and all that, can I do that? And then he says, are you Bulby666, the guy, Area 51 guy? I said, yes.
Well, I didn't do any of the main story in this stream, which I was going to do, but...
Yeah.
Oh well. See, the thing is, the side quests in this game are so fucking good that they actually like main missions. You'd think they were main missions. If you jumped in the stream now, you'd think I was doing like a main story thing, but it's not, it's just a side quest.
Responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
I do not want to point the finger.
Very good, yeah.
You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Turn that off, turn that off, turn that off.
Speeds will not strike again if they are not punished.
A good start would be to keep a better watch on the priceless treasures.
Had you respected this village, you would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here for their opinion on the matter. Instead of talking about harmony, start taking action to really make it happen.
That is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I'm very busy.
Naturally.
Did you what?
Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon
Oh
as
yes, back to your standing around.
Next expedition.
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Mate.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
A lot of people agree to keep this secret. So the first of all, who am I? Who am I to outthink these guys? Maybe they've been over all these scenarios already and they know how fucked up everything will be. So there's no guarantee that this revelation is going to make everything great. There's just as much chance.
I'm going to progress the main quest to see how this turns out. Awesome.
He's so realistic though, this Bob Lazar, mate. You're just saying then, you know what I mean? Who am I to fucking tell people about these aliens and stuff? Because for all he knows, the government could have simulated tests, you know, on telling the human population and how the humans would deal with it. You know, we all think it would be like a God's gift knowing about this technology, yet it actually could be the worst thing for us getting it. Do you know what I mean? And like, who's he to tell people about it? I think what a fucking genuine guy. Do you know what I mean? He's thinking about it from every aspect, isn't he?
Yeah.
I still don't blame him for fucking telling us about it. I think, tell us, mate.
I'm right.
I think what it would do is fuck the government up, because we would know they lied. So then you've got no trust in the government, have you? So the government system would have to just shut down. And how? What's it called? Fucking when you.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know what people got to realise is when you run a country, there are certain things you've got to keep from the public. You know what I mean? There's always going to be, even say we just had a civil war, we took over, we went into fucking office, right? We would want certain things to be kept between us because it would affect the population. You know what I mean?
Like
it would either cause a panic, it would set people off, or you know what I mean, stuff like that. So to be honest, but for something that, if there was really aliens and fucking shit like that, I'd understand that. I'd be a rational person and say, right, yeah, I understand why you covered that up. Don't worry about it. But I know the world would go nuts. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Right. Anyway, stream's going to be end. Thank you for dropping by if you do, and catch you next time.